Hello and welcome to Country Life Simple. As promised in the last video, today I'm going to show you how half a cow looks like when you get it delivered to your front door. For the freezer, that is. I also got a whole lamb in the freezer. Unfortunately, that's all I can fit. There is not any more space for a pig. I really would like to get a pig as well, but we need to eat some of the beef and lamb first to make some more space. I actually did buy another upright freezer for all the other things like vegetables and fruit and flour and things like that, ice creams and all sorts of things. I do freeze, chocolates and stuff like that as well, bread at times. Like in the moment, I don't really feel eating bread, so normally I just make like a loaf and I cut it into slices and just freeze that. And if I do want a slice, I'll just defrost it and toast it. I like to eat granola in summer, in the warmer month. I love granola with some fresh fruit and a little bit of yogurt or milk. In the moment, I've got a lot of fruit growing in the garden. I've got figs, bananas, pawpaw, pineapple, mangoes, things like that. So they all grow in the garden, and obviously rock melon, watermelon. I like to make the most of it in this season, and it's just lovely and refreshing on those hot days as well. So today I'm going to show you how I make my homemade granola. I'm going to show you my meat haul. I'm going to show you a couple of pancake recipes and a little bit of this and that. So take a cup of tea, cup of coffee, drink of your choice, and enjoy today's video. This is what half a cow looks like. I just got this delivered in a, Janus, shush. Janus is all interested. All these bags are already vacuum sealed and partially labeled. Obviously Mince isn't, that's straightforward sausages, but all the other things are labeled. This is certified organic meat. There's some offal there and some bones as well. And I'm just gonna sort this all and put it into my freezer. Unfortunately, it's about 35 degrees, so I gotta be fast. Janus, out! Janus went to the groomer today, so he's got a summer haircut. Show yourself. He thinks it's all for him. All right. And this is half a cow without the trimmings. So we've got rib fillets, we've got BBQ steaks, we've got rump steaks, we've got Y-bone steaks, we've got a number of roasts. We've got, I'm not 100% sure what this is. It's got bones in it. Osso Bucco, diced steak, blade steak here. Lots of sausages. Round steak, I fillet and mince. So this is all the meat. I still have the bones and the offal to sort, but I just want to get this in the freezer now. summer with all the beautiful fresh fruit around, I really prefer granola for breakfast instead of bread, even though I love my bread. So I'm just making up some granola. There's some beautiful granola out there, but it's really high in sugar. So I make my own. At least I know what's in it. So this is just normal rolled oats. I'm going to put these on the baking trays because I will mix it all up and put it in the oven tonight when I make my chicken. I've got chia seeds. Chia seeds contain a lot of antioxidants and fiber, so they're good for weight loss, but they're also good for your general health. So next I'm going to put in some linseed seeds, and again they're really good for your digestive health and help against constipation. And this is just like, I'm just adding this how I see fit. I'll mix it all up in the end and then I'll see what I think I might, need some more of. And then I'm also gonna put in some psyllium husks. Again, really good for your gut health and it lowers cholesterol. I'm gonna, once I have, made this up, I'm gonna put these all in glass jars. My cupboard. I'm just going to put in like a tablespoon each. Like I said, I'm going to have a look at the end. And then I'm going to add some sunflower seeds, pepitas. They are for a healthy heart and a good immune system. Sunflower seeds, again, healthy heart. They also contain a lot of vitamin E, which apparently helps to fight cancer. So really good for you. They also contain healthy fats. And then, last but not least, I'm going to add some inulin. This is, I think this one was from the artichoke. Yeah, Jerusalem artichoke. I normally prefer the chicory one, but they didn't have that one. And this one is really good for your gut health and it reduces blood sugar. Gotta be a bit careful with this one. This one sort of can make things a bit gluggy, but as I make it into a granola, it's fine. But if you just have it like in oats, it can make it a bit gluggy. So I'm gonna mix this all up. I'm just going to prepare this now, and then tonight when I make my roast chicken, I'm just going to add some honey onto this and then roast it. But this looks like a good consistency. I'll show it to you in a minute. And then I've got granola, and it's like you see, it's very quick and easy. And yeah, if I bake something, I'll just put it quickly in the oven until it's nice and crispy, and then I have it in the morning with fresh fruit and a little bit of yogurt. So this is how it looks like before it is roasted. And I'm gonna make, I decided I'll try something. I'm gonna make one tray with honey and one tray with maple syrup, just to see if there's any difference in flavor. Obviously the look will be the same. So this is the granola. This one is honey. Yep, see, I put a H there for honey and an MS for there for maple syrup. This really didn't sort of crunch all that well, which is a bit of a shame. Well, this one just crunched really nicely. A little bit too much on the sides, but I was talking to hubby in the backyard. I think I'm actually going to mix the two of them together. But in future, I think I'm just going to do it with maple syrup and then for a little bit shorter period. I did have it like nearly at 200 degrees because I'm putting the chicken in as well. But it'll taste nice tomorrow in my yogurt with some beautiful tropical fruit. Looking forward to it. Alright, so water kefir is really easy to make. I'll put the link where I purchased my water kefir jar. Comes with a special lid I can drain, and I also can make sure that there's no insects going in. But I'm only going to put like 1 liter of water in here, and then I'm going to add, you can use any kind of sugar you like. I used coconut sugar to begin with, and I found it wasn't sweet enough. It tasted a bit not so nice, so I use brown sugar, 1/4 cup of brown, why do I say brown sugar? It's raw sugar. I always call it brown sugar, but it is not, it's raw sugar. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of bicarb soda, just a pinch. I haven't got a small enough spoon here, so I really want to make sure it's not too much, but it does evaporate, become more frizzy when you do that. And then I mix this up. Some recipes I read to add molasses, but I really dislike the taste of molasses, so I'm not adding that either. I tried honey at the beginning and that was alright, but sort of experimented and noticed that I don't need it. These are my water kefir grains. They're just kept in sugar water in the fridge. When I don't use them, I'm just going to drain that water. And they've started to reproduce. They might, like Otto, they become more and more each time. So I think I have to start finding some recipes on what I can use them for. Apparently you can use them in baked goods as well. I'm not sure how good that is, because obviously they would be killed then because of the heat, so I'm not sure about that. I have to do some more research. Maybe I give away some to my work colleagues. But now I gently mix them up, and I put the lid on. I'm just going to rinse this. Because it is summer and it is Australia, I'm actually going to put this in a jar of water, so that there's water around it, because I got ants coming at the sugar water very, very quickly. But I'll leave this on the bench top for 24 to 48 hours, and then I'm going to do a second ferment. So for the second fermentation of the kefir, I just added some apple juice to this jar, and I've strained the kefir grains out of kefir and put them in sugar water in the fridge, and I'm just going to pour the kefir water in with the apple juice. That's a perfect amount. And then I'm going to put this lid on top. This is second fermentation lid, and this is quite tight so that the fish sort of starts building up, and if I do need to burp it, I can just open this. But this will stay here now for about 48 hours, and then I can put it in the fridge and start drinking it. pickled the red cabbage overnight, and now I made up some pickling mixture consisting of vinegar and a few spices. I'll put the recipe in the description box below. And now I'm gonna carefully fill this up. There will be some air pockets, so it might take a little while to sift through. And it smells already very yummy. I love pickled red cabbage, especially in summer. In winter I just like it pickled as well, but then I heat it up. Well, I don't actually pickle it up, I boil it. Similar process. But you see, hopefully you can see that while the hot vinegar goes through, you need to refill it a little bit. And this is 4 jars, that's a good amount. It's like half a head of cabbage and an onion. And this probably lasts me for summer. I'm probably the only one eating it. Hubby isn't too keen. I sterilized those jars beforehand. And you want to make sure that it is covered, but still a little bit of an air gap. Oh, it burns in my eyes. There we go. And then with a clean cloth, just gonna wipe over at the top. And then in here I've got the lids also in boiling water. Ooh, it's hot. And yes, I have washed my hands. I have cleaned everything. Everything is sterilized, disinfected, and clean. Gotta get the towel because those jars are really hot. And now I'm going to leave them there for 24 hours. This contains a lot of vinegar. I personally don't pressure can ever, but I don't preserve or can meat at all. I normally just make vegetables or jam. So I either preserve with sugar or vinegar. In my opinion, then you do not need to water bath them or pressure can them, but you do it however you like to do it. There's lots of different opinions on those kind of things, and I'm not here to tell you this is how you have to do it. You certainly can water bath them if you want to make super sure, but I believe, well, firstly, these won't last all that long. Secondly, with that much vinegar, I think that's well preserved. So it's a vinegar sugar mixture. So that's like the best preservative there is. And the jars were hot I cleaned them, and then I use boiling water to sterilize them just before I put the cabbage in. And then as soon as I put the cabbage in, I put the hot vinegar sugar mixture in. So yeah, I'll check before I put them away. I check if the seals have taken, and you heard this one already went. And if one of the seals haven't taken, then I put that jar in the fridge and I eat that first. Obviously, if you do open them up and it smells funny, I mean, this is cabbage, so it has a smell to it anyway, a cabbage smell. But yeah, if you are concerned, just water bath them for a little while, as per the recommendations, and you can find them on several web pages, whatever sort of methodology you follow. But yeah, this is my pickled red cabbage.